Good morning. I'm Ros Boundy Psychic Medium, and I have begun this just a little bit early because there's a few things I need to be getting into doing before. Yeah, I'm on a timeline on a Thursday that's a little tighter, and it is Thursday, the 28th of April 2022, and we're prepared and ready for the daily Lenormand card spread reading. So I am going to pop over there. I was trying the mouse further away from the microphone. I don't know if it would have worked or not, just so the clicks aren't as loud. So here we go. I'm just going to click through to the cards. So here we go. Now, I did decide to just use the animal dreaming as the extra with the owl card this morning. Good morning, Diane. Lovely to have you here this morning. I know it's a little bit earlier than usual, but I did need to get moving with my timeline this morning. So, a wise old owl. Should I start that again? Goodness, let's focus. A wise old owl sat on an oak, and the more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Why aren't we like that wise old bird? And it certainly is something that as we move along further in life, there's not as much to say, but everything is so interesting to listen to. And we don't actually have to have an opinion on everything. It's just having that awareness and opening up to the possibilities as we listen and learn and grow. And we don't have to respond and share back. Now, this is the animal dreaming set that I've picked up. Just thought I'd bring that to your attention. And we'll just put that over there. And the card that showed itself this morning is worthwhile. Life's not about being taught a lesson for getting something wrong. It's about healing. Oh gosh, this focus. It's about having an experience that adds richness to your life. And isn't that what all of our experiences are like? They are richness for our life. So that's worthwhile. I will just put that there for now as a card with a word on it, just as a summary, really, of what our 5 cards are going to be showing us this morning as part of that guidance. Good morning, Kim, as you're driving along to work. Lovely having you here, even in that. The more esoteric, no, the more distant. Anyway, it's all right. It's lovely having you here. I know the words are there in my head, but they just don't want to come out sometimes, and that's fine. So, good morning, Carol. Lovely to have you here too. Now, do you guys get notifications when I'm live a little bit earlier? Be interesting to know. So, here we go with the 5 card spread that's been the usual one for a long time now. So, we've got the parks garden in the home space. We have that's the left of the cross for those that are not as visual, but like these words, as in more audio. Oh, God, I'm tripping over it this morning, I tell you. I had my alarm set for 1:25 this morning because there was a webinar I would have liked to have been on, but I ignored it and slept through it. Oh, goodness gracious. So there's already a troll happening. Yeah, so I think I'm still tired from being disturbed from that. Good morning, Sarah. Lovely to have you here. Beautiful lady you are too. So this here, I'm trying to explain things more with the words for those who are visually impaired, because I know on the Body Soul app, one of the members is blind, and it's lovely to have the time where he's able to be part of it, even if he can't see it. So it's got the park garden card is on that left first position of the home space in this cross format. So then we move over to the bear that is the visual of a polar bear in this one with the icicles and stuff. That's in our second position of the workspace, the energies of what that is holding for us. Good morning, Tracy. And you do get the notifications, Diane. Great. So, Tracy, good morning. Thank you for being here. It's lovely to have you here. So from this workspace, we actually have at the top, and that's at the right of the cross, at the top of the cross, we've got the ring this morning. And that's the third position. That is unexpected energies. So it's those moments that things pop into our day. Down the bottom of the cross in the fourth position is our role, and we've got the anchor holding that space this morning. And right in the centre as that outcome position, position 5, we have the mountain. I like to see that more as the pivot for our story of what our day holds for us. And it's mainly because all things that are communication are a story in one way or another. So we are taking guidance for what is our day to day through these cards in the form of a story of what we can feel and remember for our day, these energies as they progress. So as we start in the home space, I think that's probably why this spread actually has the position 1 being the home, because it is the start of our day and completion of our day. We usually start from home and finish at home. Unless, of course, we're on holidays, but that's a different story, isn't it? It's that beautiful natural environment of the parks. So feel into what you're getting from your home space in that most comfortable, most natural, allowing the flow and process of what is happening without too much interference from ourselves. What we've got here is what nature creates in its beauty. Sure, thank you, Diane. Sure, this is actually, a bit fabricated and created as a beautiful garden in this picture of a formal stairways up to the gazebo and the beautiful pillars and statues and fountain at the front. It's just demonstrating how beautiful our natural realm is. And if it was a depiction of the Australian bush or the icelands in, the Antarctic or the Arctic, what's the top one? The North Pole end. I can't, because it's the Antarctica is the south one, and I can't remember it. There you go. So someone might be able to do that for me. It's all that is, even the African deserts and all sorts of places and spaces in their natural forms. In each and every one, it's a beautiful place and space. Consider what you've created in your home space to be a beautiful and natural space for you as your environment to grow and learn and be who you are in your, in your home. So I'm feeling that comfortable. It's really a nice, restful, comfortable feeling in the home space today. So even if it's not, there might be some tension in your home, bring in that loving energy that creates that peace. Bring that intention today. I think that's our guidance with that one in the home space for today. We're moving into the workspace. The bear is the perfect card for workspace because going by whatever I've read about bear, it is getting things done and creating that easier flow to be able to focus and have the intention of productivity. My words really aren't coming properly today. So, but this is good. It's being able to focus and have things work further and further into what your ultimate goal is in your work. So bring that in. And all the time thinking of this worthwhile word that we've got here from the Aboriginal dreaming. All things are worthwhile, and we're moving that in our workspace too. What we've got with the ring in that unexpected is commitments. So, if there's something that you're needing to remind yourself about a commitment or finding that jewel, or maybe you have lost your ring and you're actually going to find it today. It's that type of thing. But I see that gem, the jewel in the day being in the home space popping up at some point and in our workspace. It is overarching. It's at the top of the reading. So we are going to find that is the gem in our day. Be open to it. It's not that you're actually actively looking for it or expecting it, but because that's why it's labelled, as far as the energy of this card is, the unexpected. So pop it into that memory bank, that level of not the unconscious below your observations, but within it. being present and open to what is those gems throughout your day. Okay, so Michelle, good morning to you as well. Lovely to have you here. As we're shifting down into uh, our role, this is the anchor. We are being that anchor. Oh, that's what I'm feeling. We are being the anchor in our day. So maybe you are going to be the steadying influence in your home and in your workspace, so that you are grounding into, as far as this goes, it is that depiction of a boat's anchor. Make sure that it is tied off to the boat, so to speak, or a tree or something like that. It is about the grounding and holding steady. So be that wonderful steadying influence throughout your day today, and feel, if you're feeling a bit airy and floaty and not quite grounded enough, plant your feet firmly on the ground, even to taking your shoes off if you need to. But bring that energy in of a steadying, the planting like a tree, that nice solid trunk. And imagine that energy coming in from cosmos and through to Mother Earth, that you are being grounded, stable, steady. And then your focus will be clearer for what you're doing in your workspace, or what you're understanding and seeing in your home space, and needing to actually, be that good steadying influence. And probably some wise words in that, more so that listening, observing and seeing, hearing what is happening, rather than really putting your 2 cents worth in, but just to be that foundation, that steadying influence, and a listening ear, like Al said in that card this morning. Pivoting around the mountain, the outcome really is that by the end of the day, you are going to feel the gratefulness of what there may have been as challenges, but challenges bring in that working the muscles and growing them strong type of thing. If we didn't exercise, if we didn't keep healthy in that respect, including our minds, including our hearts, remember, love self first in a good unconditional way, not judging yourself, just accepting where you are. And that then flows through to others, and accepting who and where they are in their life as well. This is part of what the challenge of climbing those mountains are, seeing from that peak that bigger picture, and that by the end of our day, we'll see our part in the bigger picture and others' part in the bigger picture, and really be thankful and love where we are for ourselves, for what we are holding as our space, as our energy in the world. And because you can see so much more when you're at that peak. And it takes a little bit of time, takes a little bit of challenge, takes a little bit of work and effort. But it's not work and effort when you love what you're doing. So bring that unconditional love, bring that heart energy into everything that you're doing through your day today. And it does certainly create that feeling of it is worthwhile, there is meaning, there is purpose. And it doesn't have to be a passion thing. It just needs to be something that you yourself are involved in, because it is you living this life. So hopefully those cards will guide you in some way through your day today. None of this is set in concrete. They are but a tool. Open your heart and your mind in that spiritual connection to any type of sign or tool that you're feeling in your gut feeling, your intuition, your psychic abilities, whatever label you want to put to it. Open up to that and really listen, like the owl says. Understand it for your own journey in life. We're here to have the experiences, and every moment is worthwhile in whatever way we experience it. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that you have joined me so much.